Hi everyone. I'll wait a minute and let people jump on here. I don't have any kids, so I'm not in a big rush. They're with my mom today, so that works. I'll tag some people here. Okay. All right. Hey Ashley. Hey Michelle. Okay. So I just woke up not too long ago, so my voice is kind of sounds awful. So I am going to do oops, sorry. I'm gonna try to turn these comments off because then I can't see. There we go. Okay, so I'm doing the cheetah hack. It's quick, it's easy. I'm a mom. I do this all the time. If we're going somewhere, somebody's always in a hurry, we gotta go somewhere. Definitely doable. I have 3 kids, a dog, and a husband, so everybody has something going on. Somebody has a sporting event. All of these things makeup makes it possible for me to be able to get ready quickly, because my 2 youngest children do not get themselves ready. So a 3 and a 2-year-old, I have to dress them too and get them ready. So I'm gonna start. I usually start off with I'll start with my contour around my cheek here and on here and around my forehead. So I have the color Olive, and I just put some on my finger. Again, this is my color. You want to be color matched, because if it's not your color, it's not gonna look right. So with this look, you can literally just use one brush and blend it in. So here, up, I kind of bring it around here. I do more of like a line for my contour than just little dots. I do more dots for everywhere else, and you want to make your contour darker because you're gonna blend. So if you make it super light, you're just gonna blend that line right out. So again, I'm just going underneath the cheekbone and kind of pushing up. And the great thing about doing this, especially when you're just learning, is you're going to be feeling for your cheekbone anyway. So just put the product on your finger and kind of push it up. Sometimes when you start and you're using the brush, you're not sure if it's in the exact spot because you kind of feel, and then you put the brush on there and you're like, I think that's my cheekbone. So it's a lot easier to feel your cheekbone with your finger when you first start doing this. Since I've been doing this, I can almost just see where the product's supposed to go on myself. Now other people, I still have to find it, but I've done it so much on myself, I kind of know where it goes. So I'm just kind of pressing the product in. And again, this is like the 3 on here. So you're going to do the jawline here. And then this side here. And you can bring the line on your forehead of your contour, the farther you bring it down, the smaller your forehead's gonna look. So if you have a bigger forehead and you really want to shrink that down, you can bring your line down a little bit farther. So I'm just pushing the product on here. I think. There we go. So just placing the product exactly where you want it. There we go. The nose is a little bit tricky with this, your finger, because I feel like my finger's not super skinny to do the line on my nose, but I have done it, so it is possible. And then for my eyeshadow today, I used Bubba, and then I used some pink grapefruit blush. And it works. I like it. I did my makeup in the car yesterday, and so I did that eyeshadow look, and I think it looks good. So there, I don't really know. There. And so I'm using shadow on my nose. There we go. Okay. So I think that's as much as I want. So again, if you get too much, just gonna wipe this off. If you got too much product, you can blend it out, but it shouldn't feel tacky. If it feels tacky, you have way too much product on. So I have some girls that will tell me, hey, it feels kind of oily or feels kind of sticky. You have way too much product on. You don't need that much. So now I'm going to go in with my highlight color. I'm going to go the triangle area here. And normally, like, I just use Sunlit, but if I do the Cheetah Hack, I like to do a mixture of Sunlit and Moonlit right on here. I think it blends together very nice. So here's the Sunlit dots, and then I'll go with Moonlit and just do a few, not very many. And then I'll go down the middle of my nose and up here. I don't know if you guys can, there's that. So mine tends to be more just kind of filling in that area than lots of dots, but you get the point. And then a few Moonlit dots, not very many. I don't do very many just because it is super light, but I like it to be really light around here. So there's that. There's my lightener, quick, easy. I add a little bit of Sunlight right here and right here. And then I'm going to go in with amber for the rest. I like to cover that. So there we go. And as a primer, I use the Stay Spray and kind of spray my face with that. And I like that to sit for like 2 or 3 minutes. It just creates a nice surface for the makeup to go on. But I like it to sit for a little bit. I feel like when I put the makeup on, if it sit for a little bit, my makeup goes on a little bit better. Especially if I have a lot of acne, I like to put it on. I feel like it like kind of seals that acne, and then when I place the product, it doesn't look so bad. So there's that, and there's that, and I kind of just dotted everything around, put it on, and then I will go and here's the B squared brush. So I'm gonna take the small end. I better wipe it off. I had some blush on there from yesterday, but it's good. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and blend these light spots in, and then I'm gonna leave this darkness on there, and then I'll put my blush on and bronzer, and then I'll finish blending everything. So everybody does it a little bit different. Do it how you'll learn a way that you like to do it. There's that, and I'm just blending in here. But it's even like applying your makeup. Do you like to apply your highlight all over before your contour? I used to do that. And sometimes if I'm feeling really red, I will. And I'll blend in I'll put on my highlight and then put my contour on, because I just want that little bit of extra coverage. The contour is full coverage, but sometimes when my cheeks are really red, I want extra coverage, so I'll do highlight and then I'll do my contour over it. It can change the color of your contour if you're placing it over your highlight. So, because it's not supposed to be over highlight. So I don't feel like mine changes a super lot, but I'm not really picky. So I think that it still looks good. So I'm going to add a little bit of blush. I'm trying to think in the tutorials. I'm going to use Plum. It is, if you're not a big blush person, which I wasn't when I first started, but now I love it. It just adds some color. It makes me look like I actually did something with myself, when usually I don't. So I'm going to dab here and then come back and dab here and then up. So I'm just going like, I go right on top or with that contour line. Looks like I got a little bit much on this side, but it blends out nicely. That's it. So there you go. I'm gonna add a little bit more contour on this side. I got a little bit of too much blush. Okay. So there's that. And then I will take and get my Bella bronzer and just take the big end of the B squared brush and I dab it through here and on here and then on this side and then I'll kind of fill it in here. Just kind of blend all that in and then I'll blend everything else out. You can use a perfector sponge, whatever you're comfortable with. I did the perfector sponge in the beginning, but I did not have this brush and I was wearing bronzer. I tried the bronzer before I had this brush and it did not go on well at all. If you don't have a big end like this, when you put bronzer on, it's gonna just want to form. It's really concentrated in little areas, which I did not like. It made me look almost dirty. So I really recommend this brush if you're gonna do the bronzer. So there I'm just kind of blending out my nose. And then you can put your highlight on here. This is just rose gold. I don't know if you can see it in the lighting. That, and then I'll use the I'm gonna use the black cherry on my lips. It's very deceiving. So here's the black cherry. I love it. Obviously you can see I've used a lot, but it's really, it looks dark. I like to use, I'm more oily, so I like to use this black cherry on my lips and not my cheek. I feel like since this is glossy and that's matte, what I used on my cheeks, I don't get so oily. So, I put this on my lips because I like the glossy. And then there's that. And then the plum on my cheeks. So there's that. And then I will show you my favorite. I didn't do it yet. I've been using Moonlit just to kind of like brighten my eyes. So I go on the brow bone here. And then the brow bone here. And then right in the corners of my eyes. And you can use your highlight here too. I have, but I just feel like I don't get the same effect that I do from this. So that was an idea I got from somebody that had mature skin. So there's that. And then I do, since I have oily skin and it's been really dry, so my face has been really dry, so my skin's trying to overproduce oils with the winter coming. So yesterday I used a little bit of this Airspun. It's from Walmart. You can probably get it at Meijer's, anywhere. And then I have, this is our power powder brush, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of powder. So I just put a little bit of this on, just where I'm oily, like where I've been feeling oily, and it's just right here in my T-zone and right up here. So I don't place it everywhere. I'm only placing where I feel oily. There's that. I've used a ton of makeup in the past, tried a ton of stuff. I have dry spots, I have oily spots, and then I have spots that are normal. When I was growing up, I had really bad acne, all these things. So I've tried powder makeup, I've tried liquid foundation. All of them make me feel oily, or I have huge dry patches from the powder. So this is a great in between. It doesn't I've done a lot of mature skin and it doesn't sit in the wrinkles. It just sits nicely on top of the skin. So there's that. If you wanted to clean that line up, you could take like the other end of your B squared brush. Just, I don't have any product, you know, really any product on there. And I'm just cleaning that line up. And that's it. And you can blend out the line as much as you want. You can leave it there more. When I first started, you could barely see the line because I was still learning. So as you get used to the makeup, you get more comfortable. I just fill my eyebrows in. I haven't over outlined them yet. I'm still learning that. So yeah, I mean, quick, easy look. If you guys have any questions, reach out to us. The party ends at 8, so make sure you get your color matches in before then, because at 8 the party will end. And not that you can't still place orders in your hostess's party, you can, but it will not count towards the Target gift card, because we've got to get numbers in so we can figure out who the winner is. The other thing too, I've had a lot of questions. People have been asking me if when I place my order, does it ship or does it ship once the party closes? No, it ships as soon as you place the order. So don't feel like if you place your order on Friday, it will be shipped from then. You won't have to wait till the party closes today, because even your hostess can leave, we can leave their party link open for however long they want, but they just can't redeem their rewards until the party closes. So yeah, thanks guys.